so Brian has convinced this DJ in Tampa that he's going to call Tommy Rich and have I guess there was like a shoot deal there where one of them owed one of them money.
Okay.
But they think they're actually getting Tommy Rich, and it's me.
Oh my!
And me and Brian have set this up, right? Now we completely we do it all off the cuff, but we've set up the angle. So I'm in the car. I've got 2 hours to ride in the car, and so he I think it was I think we could text back then, but anyway, he let me know he was about to call, right? And so I'm in the back of this limousine. This driver must have thought I'd lost my mind, but anyway, I answered the phone. Hello. So Brian do it down. You're no good a son of. You owed me the money. You saw it. I'm like, hey, is it the Tiger? I told you I don't owe you no damn money. So we get into this argument, right, about money or something like that. And we've got this whole audience convinced that it's Tiger Chung Lee and Tommy Rich having this argument on the radio. And we never smartened them up. Like, we went on for like 40 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Of us going back and forth. And you're sorry and no good a son of a. I tell you what. I said, hey, you. Hey, I whoop your ass if I see you. Damn. I don't give a damn. I got to feed my babies.
I feed my babies. Tommy Rich is so good.
Oh, my God. And so it goes on and on. Yeah, we never let him off the hook. Finally, I hung up. Right, I just hung up. Right. So that was me ripping Brian because Brian wanted to let him off the hook. Right, and I just hung up.
You just hung up.
Yeah, and wouldn't answer the phone.
Nobody actually knew.
Yeah, so no one ever knew. We did the same thing. We did the same thing at WrestleMania 7. My first WrestleMania, right? So we, it was me, Brian Adams, and Barry Darsow. So on Saturdays, so the pay-per-views back then, premium live events, were on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we would do our pre-tapes and everything on Saturday, like all our interview segments and everything else, and then they'd edit them and then put them in the show live.
Yeah.
So we go and do our stuff on Saturday, and like we finish up like 2-3 hours before we thought we would be done, right? And all of our wives are there. My birthday, and I should probably leave this part of the story out. Anyway, so we finish up early, and like, dude, what are we gonna do? Like, we didn't want to go back to the hotel, right? So we go to the hotel across the street, which is where they put all of like they used to have before Access and all the big. All the fans would come in and they would put them in this hotel. So, but there, it was LA, so everybody's out. So we go to the hotel lobby and we start drinking. At the end of my career, I wouldn't have dreamt about getting hammered the day before.
No.
But 1991.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going to send the bartender up with you on the top of the hotel. I was like, oh, that's great. So we go up to this private bar upstairs. There's nobody there. There's nobody in. And this guy's just serving the three of us drinks. And we're throwing them back, and cutting up, carrying on. Well, it gets really busy downstairs. So the manager calls up and tells the bartender he's got to come down and work downstairs, basically leaving the three of us with a full bar. You know where this story goes, right?
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. So we're about an hour and a half in, and we are lit. I mean, we are just tore up. And we get the bright idea that so Brian Adams has spent quite a bit of time working for Don Owens in Portland. So, so he kind of knew. I think he might have even been still living in Portland at the time. So he knew that Lynn Denton, who was the grappler, had just got there and taken over the book. So anyway, so again, he does his Tiger Chung Lee impersonation, right? And so he's filling me in on the backstory, how much heat Tiger has with Don Owens and the territory.
Okay.
Like Don Owens said he would never book Tiger there again, right? So Brian calls Lynn Denton as Tiger Chung Lee. Hello, is this Lynn? Yeah, this is Lynn. Lynn, this is a Tiger. I was maybe thinking, maybe I could come in, maybe I'll start work. I don't do a good Tiger, obviously, but now Lynn knows that is a no-go with Don, right?
Yeah.
There's no chance in hell that he's going to book him. And he's trying to like get Tiger off of the phone without actually telling him there's no way in hell. He's like, well, you know what? I got a booking meeting with Don. I'll bring it up and see, what we got, what we got available and who we got coming in and got going out. And he goes, okay, well, you got to tell him that I'm gonna need like $800 and part of the book. Like he's gonna want an $800 guarantee, and he wants part of the book, right? So he's like, well, Tiger, I don't know, I'm gonna be able to do all that, right? And he goes, no, you tell that no good as son Don Owens that he'll owe me for making his territory good. And so Glenn is just playing along, and he's like, well, I'll talk to him and we'll see what we can do. So he hangs up, right? And so we're laughing. Oh, we're laughing. So we drink a little bit more, and so then we come up with a bright idea. I'm gonna call him back as Tommy, right? So I call back, call him up, answers, hello. Hey, baby. Hey, it's Tommy. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? Hey, man, I'm in a bad way down here, brother. Hey, man, you think you guys might be able, you may get me a starting date? Hell yeah, Tommy, man, we get so he's all on board, right? He's like, hell yeah, when can you get up here? Hey, baby, and it's gonna take me a couple weeks to get up there, but I got to do something with my babies, and I got to make sure mama's all right. But hell, I could be up there. I could be up there in 2 weeks. He's like, hell yeah, man. He goes, I'll tell Don, man, we got you a starting date. And then Tommy's like, hey man, I'm gonna need me about $800. He goes, well, I mean, business isn't real great, but we'll do what we can. And he goes, hey, and what do you think, man? You need any help with that book? And he was like, well, yeah, I mean, I always need help. I'll talk to Don. We'll see what, he is like doing everything he can to get Tommy up there, right? So I am about to completely lose my and fall out laughing. I'm like, all right, baby, I'll see you in a couple weeks. And I hang up, right? Like I'm supposed to let him off the hook.
Yeah.
Again, I'm supposed to, no. Because I'm about to start laughing, I just hang up the phone, and Brian's like, dude, you got to let him go. Because I just got Tommy Rich booked in Portland. So anyway, so now we're laughing, and now we are lit. So we're sitting there thinking, Brian goes, I'm calling him back because I found out. So Brian calls Lynn Denton back as Tiger again.
It's not like up the gimmick.
Yeah. He calls, Lenny, you are no good as son of why you hide at a rotten Tommy Rich and you want to hire Tiger? What? Oh, what Tiger? Look, you got heat. You got now. He's trying to throw the heat back on Don, right? Like Don, you got a little bit of heat with Don. I don't know what if I
my
can get. And Daddy's a boo. You gonna try?
And you three are just sitting at a bar, hammered, doing this,
hammered out of our minds, and. Like Barry Darsow I think he's actually pissed himself at this point because he can't control. I mean, because he knows all the players too, right? And finally, we ended up letting him off the hook, and he was like, "Oh, man, you guys are fucked up, man." Like I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. Like, I'm glad I hadn't called. I was just about to call Don and tell him I had Tommy coming in, starting at a starting date.
And this is all the night before.
This is all before the night my first WrestleMania, WrestleMania 7.
You decided to get hammered drunk and play pranks on people.
Yes, and then we decided like maybe we should go back to our own hotels, which was not a real popular idea. There were some unhappy folks.
Yeah, I would imagine
at the hotel because we ended up like being I don't know we were 2 hours later than what we thought we were going to be. Yeah. So we basically killed 5 hours at the bar at the hotel across the street.
Should never be left alone, unsupervised.
No, back then, no, absolutely not.
Yeah. No. Being left alone unsupervised was a bad.
Brian was a very bad influence, man.
Brian was.
Yes, he was so bad.
Yeah. You were a good guy.
I was this wholesome dude, right? Just like I just loved the business and wanted to do best I could. And, I treated my body like a temple.
Yes, you did. All right, yeah. I think you just tried to water the plants on your body as much as possible with Jack Daniels.
But man, oh my goodness, I got so many good stories with Brian.